This is the after of that cutting board. It looks so nice. So I used soap and water a couple of times on it. I let it dry, and then I put, you know what, let me grab the oil. But I put the oil on it, let it dry 3 times. I did 3 coats. I actually used this today and used a knife on it, and you can barely tell because it's just so well oiled. It's old. It's just so nice. This is one of my prized possessions today. It's a huge platter, and I was going to put it back in here behind all of those since it matches, kind of like it matches all of my missed match pottery. I'm just going to put that there. And then I have the stack. That needs to go under there. There. That's better. So those are the ones that I have. Including, one of these is Deb's dad's and one is my dad's. This is a great question, and it's one that I actually researched before I started taking Fatty 15. You can definitely take both. However, I don't like the omega-3s because I get the belches, and that is terrible. It kind of like upsets my stomach. Both C15 and omega-3s complement each other really well, and they're both really good for you. However, studies are showing that the C15 has 3 times the benefits to liver health, heart metabolism, and your immunity. Fatty 15 are these tiny little supplements that you take 1 a day. They do not smell. They do not give you the burps, like I said. And I actually asked my functional medicine doctor what he thought, and he said, go for it. I'm so glad that I found this. I feel like I'm slowing down my aging process, and I'm sleeping better. I feel like my brain is better. It helps with joints, just so much. It's such a great product. I am going to put my code here. DebandDanelle will give you 15% off of your first subscription order. I bet you guys will never guess where we're going. Yard sales again. My sister went into the convenience store and got rolls. Look at this one that my dad got. Let me see yours, Deb. Oh, did you get the same type? Mm-hmm. Oh, I gave him the bare one. This is an old transom from, here's the information on it. This is, I bet you this is 10 feet maybe. That is so cool. I mean, it was really tall. Look. Yeah, we definitely did. Like a wooden toboggan kind of looking thing. You know what this means? We found this. This is an old tape measure. It's like a leather tape measure. I'm going to clean them up really quick. On the 127, and then today on the Lincoln Highway garage sales, I found all of these for, one was $2 and then the other ones were $1, I believe. I'd have to go back and review, but 2 might have been 2 and 1. Another collection is basically what I'm saying.
And we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy.
I think I shared this haul with you maybe, but if you miss it, I will share it again. We happened upon a booth that was 50% off. And I found this stuck under the table, and it was marked 22. This was marked 8, which is an old yearbook. I'll show you my collection of those. And then this Christmas tree stand was $1. And then, do you guys remember these? These were in a box, and I just took these up with me. So I said, she was adding them all up, and I knew it was going to be 50% off. And she said, just give me $10 for all of it because this SHIT needs to go. I'm not taking it home. So $10. These are little advertising pencils. They have this little plastic, I've not seen these since I've been young, but they have this little plastic case, and then the pencil is in there with that little like metal thing on the end, and then the eraser is there. That is what I got at that. I just found it in a box and took it up there, and that's what I was just sharing. But I think those are so cute. I display these in little cabinets with glass doors. Let me show you one that I have. This is the little cabinet that I have here in the laundry room. I keep like smaller collections in this type of thing. Flower frogs. This is my little collection of green books. They're all like a different story. I've got my dice here, a few little 4-H things. I've got some of my little, actually all, I don't have any anywhere else, but these are the little butter molds. My ice picks, which I found some. I need to go grab them. Put them in here. But little cabinets with glass doors are great to display your smaller pieces. I just washed off my basket. I wanted to get it done while the sun was out. So I just put some dish soap on it and then really sprayed it to get the dust off of it. And I'll lay it in the sun to dry, and then I'll take it in. I thought I had more of the old yearbooks, but I don't. These are my mom's. I don't think my dad had any. My mom had all 4, so I got 2 and my sister got 2, and then that's the one that I just added. I love the details of it, and it was, I don't know, I just told you all that together was $10. I found these ice picks. I have this collection right here. I don't even know how this started. I think I've had one forever, like since I've been 20, and I just had it displayed somewhere, and then they kept popping up. My budget for them is $1, and I got one for $1 this weekend, and then a couple for I think $0.25. Sorry. And then I have this little one. These are waiting to get displayed until I find the glass cabinet that I was talking about, but I don't think I've ever shown you these. I've had these for a long time, and I found this one. The glass is cracked and taped on the front, but I think it was $3. It was 2 or 3. That is a Big Ben one, and I love those. And if you see, I collect creams and white ones, blacks and golds. So I have like all those colors. I have another one up there that's completely different. So I just displayed it up there with that old radio. And then this is that cabinet that was mine that I had as a little girl, where I had my dishes in it. And I had Deb hang it here for me. And then I displayed all of my little hand mirror collections. I did see a few of these, but I used to pay anywhere from $1 to $5. Now, since I have so many, I will only pay $1. And they were pricier than that, so I just left them. A few more treasures that I found. I found 2 flags for $1 a piece. I usually pull these out for the summer. I already have them put away because of the fall stuff that has taken over my house, which I'll be sharing this week. So this will go up in my home decor room with the rest of them. Speaking of flags, I'm in my home decor room. I brought these up here and I wanted to share this too. I found this today. This is an old book on Kennedy. I thought was really cool. It was half off today, so it was 50 cents. And this one was one from my mom's bookshelf that I took before my dad's estate sale, which I thought was cool. So this will go in my my flag stuff.
Hey, well, all right, sir. Here we go there, and what are they going to give? Oh, I'm at 25 to get 30 now, 5 for a bid to 5 and a quarter now, 5 for a bid to 5 and a $50 to behind there. There was a boy in our...
Another thing that I found, I wanted just these. These are, I've got these that I've collected over the years. I'll show those to you. But these are shoe button hooks for the old shoes that had all those little buttons. The ladies use these to put, to help button the shoes. That's what these are. And they have the cool handles. So I asked her how much these were, And she said, I wanted to, she said, I wanted to sell them this all in a set. So all for $10, 3 celluloid brushes, these hooks, a shoehorn, another shoehorn, 2 combs. I'm going to donate some of this. Did I tell you that? And then these are like the nail buffer. What are you doing?
Hormones.
Oh, I thought you were spraying something in the air. These are all the little ones. Oh, I had one of these. I didn't even know I did. I just bought this one. I had that kind of a handle. But I have lots of these little, look at these. Tiny little baby combs. Is that a nail file? I don't know what that is. A couple of other nail files. But these are all the hooks that I have. And a couple more smaller ones. So, that might conclude. I have to look. That might conclude. I've been putting things away as I'm sharing with you. I believe I shared this in the car or in the truck when we were traveling, but I got this letter from a letter jacket. I need to iron it, but TN. These are my mom's. I think my sister got my dad's, but those are my mom's. And then I got this one at a yard sale not too long ago. I will pay like $1 or $2 for them. And then I got these little, I think this is 50, either 52 or 25, these little things. So I'm going to put those in that cabinet too once I find one.